Yeah, tell me
Yeah.
about a case where where you had a litigation and you could not, for whatever reason, you had to go to trial. Give me an example of a case.
Yeah. So right now, I think multifamily is probably a really a prime area where you're having to go to a trial. A couple of things. I think right now that industry is struggling. I think there's lots of factors at play that even the appraisal districts won't agree to or won't understand, but sometimes it's not in your control. The lenders are telling you this number has to change because if not, you're in default and you've got to go forward. So apartments are really what I think are really probably the next wave of where there's the biggest issue difference of opinion and value, which is directly impacting tenants and affordability. So when you look at that, that's directly affording. So a case we had, this was interesting. One of the ones I can remember was during kind of like right in the COVID kind of time frame in Bexar County. So it was a Zoom trial, right? Most of them now are back to being in person. So it was a Zoom trial, an apartment complex. And so it was an equal and uniform case as well. It was in Bexar County. And so that's one that we had a chance to really put forward an equal and uniform argument from a standpoint of equality. And then we had one recently here in Travis County. We've got a few coming up in Harris, actually, here in July. And I think more and more cases in the last 15 years have been doing this compared to what I will see this year in the next 3 years. I think that number is going to exponentially increase because I think we've got bigger disparities. I think we've got people who have a better understanding of, hey, this process just can't keep going the way it needs to, and I think they're pushing the appraisal districts kind of in that direction.